Love story on the Darjeeling Toy Train. It was a crisp morning in Darjeeling. The clouds lingered low over the hills, casting a soft glow over the town. Tourists and locals alike gathered at the station, waiting for the famous Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, also known as the Toy Train. Among them was a young man named Rajesh, an artist from Maharashtra. He carried a sketchbook under his arm, hoping to capture the beauty of the hills in his drawings. As the train arrived with a cheerful whistle, passengers climbed aboard, filling the quaint carriages with chatter and excitement. Rajesh found a seat by the window, his sketchbook ready. He loved the toy train's charm, the way it wound through the hills, offering stunning views of tea plantations and distant mountains. Sitting across from him was a young woman named Anjali, who was visiting her grandparents in Darjeeling. She had a warm smile and bright eyes, and she couldn't help but notice Rajesh as he sketched the landscape. She was curious about his art and leaned forward to get a better look. "You are really talented," she said, breaking the ice. "Your sketches are beautiful." Rajesh looked up, surprised but pleased by the compliment. "Thank you," he replied with a shy smile. "I love capturing moments like these." As the train chugged along, they began to talk. Anjali shared stories of her childhood in Darjeeling, while Rajesh spoke about his life and his passion for art. They found they had much in common, from their love of nature to their favorite books and movies. The train made its way through the lush forests and along the steep mountain tracks, offering breathtaking views at every turn. Rajesh couldn't help but draw Anjali into his sketches, capturing her lively spirit and warmth. As the journey continued, their conversation followed effortlessly. They laughed about their childhood adventures, shared dreams for the future, and even talked about their favorite foods. It was as if they had known each other for years. When the train reached Ghum, the highest point on the route, Rajesh felt a pang of disappointment. The journey was coming to an end, and he wasn't ready to say goodbye. But before he could worry too much, Anjali spoke up. "Would you like to join me for a tea later? My grandparents have a small tea shop near the station," she offered with a hopeful smile. Rajesh's face lit up. "I would love to," he replied without hesitation. The train continued its descent towards Darjeeling town. But for Rajesh and Anjali, the journey was just beginning. As they shared a cup of tea later that afternoon, they knew they had found something special on the toy train, a connection that felt like it was meant to be. And so, the story of Rajesh and Anjali, the artist and the storyteller, unfolded on the tracks of the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. A love story carried by the gentle rhythm of the toy train.